We can describe how dramatic the shaking is from an earthquake in two ways. The first way is just by observing the severity of the damage, right? How many bridges collapsed, how many houses were shaken back and forth, right? We call that the intensity. That's the observed damage, the intensity. The other way we can describe an earthquake size is with magnitude, and that's actually looking at the motion on the seismograph, right? The energy that was released from the earthquake. So intensity is just observed damage. Magnitude is the actual measured size of the earthquake. So let's first talk about magnitude. So magnitude is related to the energy that's released. Magnitude can range from 0 to 10, right? 0 being the smallest, 10 being the greatest. And it's on a logarithmic scale. So that means that the difference between every step up you go in magnitude, the increase in energy gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So the difference between a size 10 and a size 9 magnitude earthquake is so much bigger than the difference between a size, say, 4 and a size 3 magnitude earthquake, right? So for example, a magnitude 6.0 earthquake is 10 times greater than a magnitude 5.0 and 100 times greater than a magnitude 4.0. And just for reference, a magnitude 6.0 earthquake is equivalent to the energy of the Hiroshima atomic bomb, right? So these huge magnitude earthquakes are really devastating. Luckily, there aren't very many of the huge magnitude earthquakes. Small magnitude earthquakes happen every day, all the time, all around us. There's millions a year, right? Large magnitude earthquakes, there's much, much fewer. Right? So fortunately, large earthquakes are really rare. Every year, there are only about 30 to 7 magnitude earthquakes and only about 1 8 magnitude earthquake, which is really good for us. Now, intensity, on the other hand, that's not measured with a seismograph. Instead, that's just observed shaking, right? So anything under an intensity of 3 means that people can't really feel it, right? The earth shakes, but people don't notice it. When the magnitude's of 3, that's when people start to notice it. They start to feel a little shaking, right? The walls rattle around them. And then as it goes up and up and up, you can see if you read this chart, when frames of buildings start to collapse, when bridges start to collapse, that's when the intensity, the numbers of the intensity increases.